Stop whining. Start building a business. I was just watching a video the other day, I think it was yesterday. Good dog trainer, huge Facebook following, a lot of YouTubers. He's always online putting up videos of him working dogs. And he went on to discuss the business of dog training. And he said, it's really hard to make it as a dog trainer. A lot of dog trainers gotta have a second job. It's not easy being a dog trainer. It's fun, but making a living is really tough. Yeah, making a living is tough in any business, but I've done it for years. I've made a good living as a dog trainer. So if you're making plenty of money as a dog trainer right now and you're not interested in making any more money, turn off the video. This is not for you. If you're a dog trainer that's just not really making enough money to feed your family or to pay your bills, then listen up. For 15 years, I made a living as a dog trainer, and the first year I made like 78,000 bucks. We're talking gross, not in my pocket, gross sales. And after that, it went up, up, up. Within 3 years, I was doing 300,000 a year. And I capped out at that level because for me, that was all I needed to get by. I am not super money motivated, but I had a family to raise, I had a mortgage, I had car payments, I had stuff. And when I hit that range of 275 to 350, 330, everything was taken care of, So that was my sweet spot for me. Some people need to make $1 million a year. Some people need to make 10 million a year. Some people only need to make 50,000 a year. But what I would recommend, because we got a new year coming, 2020 is right around the corner here. If you're a dog trainer, start writing out some goals. What is it that you want to do with this business? Do you want to have a full-time business? Do you already have a full-time business? If so, what did you make last year? What did you make the year before? Whatever you need to put in your pocket, whatever your overhead is, not your personal overhead, if you need to make 40 grand a year as a base, then your goal for the year for your business should be double that. You got taxes to pay. If you're doing 80 grand a year in business, you got taxes to take out, you got some overhead, some marketing expenses, materials, products, food, things like that, and you'll be making what you need to make. But it's a mindset. This whole thing about not being able to make money as a dog trainer, it's a story that dog trainers are telling themselves. Because I personally know dog trainers that are making $300,000, $700,000 a year. I don't know anybody making $1 million a year training dogs. I know people that are making $1 million a year selling franchises of dog training and expanding beyond holding a leash in their hand. I'm talking about holding a leash in your hand and training dogs, which is what I did. I wasn't training other dog trainers. I wasn't getting beyond that. And a lot of these dog trainers, they have dog daycares. They have other means of income. I didn't do all that stuff. I didn't have dog daycare. I wasn't doing grooming or pet walking or all these other things to kind of keep myself above water. It was just dog training. So you can do it. And I think you should make bigger goals for yourselves, and write down that number. If you want to make 100 grand in 2020, write down 100 grand, break it up to the months, the weeks, the days, what you have to bring in, raise your prices if you need to, figure out how to get more leads, figure out how many dogs you sell out of how many leads you see. If you're seeing 10 dogs and you're only closing 2 or 3, you got a sales problem. For every 10 dogs you see, you should be selling at least 5, if not 7 of those. You should be closing those deals, at least 50%. This is, if you're not, then where you're getting these leads, these people you're getting it from are not buyers. These are not the people you want to waste your time with. It's like going to these pet expos where all these people come with their dogs and you have your booth and they're all there to get those really low cost vaccines and take free crap from every table. if they had a problem with their dog, they wouldn't have brought their dog to the pet expo in the first place. It's a total waste of money. Spend $550 handing your cards out. Nobody gives a shit about dog training, you know? So anyway, I want to motivate you. I want you to do better as an industry. And if you need any help, I'd be willing to talk with you on the phone, no charge, kind of a free consult, find out what you're doing. I could tell you how I could help you. And then moving forward, if you wanted to do something, we could probably set something up with a few coaching calls or something. But aside from that, think about it as a business, okay? Raise your expectations. There's a lot of dog trainers making a lot of money. Or maybe there's just a few dog trainers making a lot of money. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to what everybody else did. I took care of me and my family. And anyone that knows me out there knows that I'm not bullshitting. I've been in this business, in this industry for 20 years, 15 years as a professional dog trainer, but 5 years before that in the dog world. And a lot of people know me out there. A lot of people could see this video and they could call me out on this and say, hey, he's full of shit. But they won't, because I helped a lot of people along the way too. People that had more experience than me, that weren't selling as much as I was. I was happy to help them. I want us all to succeed. I want us all to do well. The most important thing is we got to get these dogs trained. You know, there's a lot of dogs getting put to sleep because of no training, for any number of reasons. But typically, it's because they're not getting any training. They get dropped off at the shelter, and then there's too many in the shelter, so they're going to start putting dogs down left and right. That's just the way it goes. So anyway, I hope you helped you a little bit. Start making some plans and some goals for the new year, guys. Peace. Scott with Six Figure Dog Trainer.